Welcome to the Arthur Moats Show. So we got to talk about the AB trade. Obviously, Antonio Brown was traded early this morning to the Oakland Raiders for a third and a fifth round draft pick. Also, the Raiders added new money to AB's contract. His new deal is currently 3 years, over $50 million with incentives up to $54 million. Also includes $30 million in guaranteed money, whereas his previous deal had $0 guaranteed remaining on it. Also, as a result of the trade, the Steelers are going to have over $21 million in dead money. Now, when we talk about the Steelers and their handling of this situation, the question is, should they have waited or should they have just kept AB and played hardball with him? Honestly, I don't think that waiting for more offers was going to be beneficial. I don't think that better offers were going to come. I think that because of how everything is played out in this situation, how AB was handling it publicly, I think that really hurt his value, and it made teams kind of back off from what they're willing to offer. And then you already knew that he wanted more money as well. Now, when we talk about playing hardball with AB and essentially keeping him and fining him, suspending him, and things along that nature, I think that if you went that route, it would have become a bigger distraction than the Le'Veon Bell situation last year, than the whole Week 17 situation last year as well. So I do think that the Steelers did what they felt was best for the team, and I think that by them getting that third and fifth round pick, that's the conversation that I think was going to be the best for them. When people talk about, hey, they should have got at least a first or second round pick, I'm just going to tell you, if you're a GM, you're not giving up a first or second round draft choice for a receiver who's going to be 31 when the season starts, has been disgruntled, and wants new money. It's just not happening. You would much rather draft your own guys, develop them, mold them, and you know they're going to be a lot cheaper. You're going to get them for 4 to 5 years, at least 4 to 5 years. And like I said, they're not going to be the locker room distraction. You're not going to have to worry about that type of off-field antics that AB was giving you in Pittsburgh. Now, I also will say this. AB is a dominant receiver, no question. But like I said, he's 31. So you're looking at 2 to 3 more years tops of him being in his prime, of him being the best receiver in the league. So when you think about all those factors, teams weren't just going to give up a first or second round draft pick for him, because that just doesn't make sense from an organizational standpoint. Now, when we talk about the winners in this situation, from a money standpoint, obviously, AB won. I mean, he got the guaranteed money that he wanted. He said that he didn't want to play anymore without having guarantees in his contract. So now he goes from 0 to $30 million. That's a huge win for him. From an on-field standpoint, I feel the Steelers won. They still are very talented. They still have all the major pieces. They're able to still go through free agency or the draft to acquire additional help to essentially make up for the loss of AB. So from that standpoint, I feel like the Steelers are still going to be in a very good position. Now, AB, he's going to be going into a situation now offensively that is going to be drastically different than what he's been accustomed to. When you think about the Steelers offense, you think about Big Ben, James Conner. Even before James, you had Le'Veon. From a receiver standpoint, he has Juju. He's also played with Martavis Bryant, Emmanuel Sanders, Mike Watts. He's had a ton of talent around him. He's going to an Oakland offense that is drastically different. So from an on-field standpoint for AB, that's going to be something new for him. I also will say this. AB stated that he did want to go to a team where he was going to be winning and still competing for championships and things like that. The Raiders last year were 4-12, and they struggled. Now, with the Steelers being 9-6-1 last season, they still were a lot more successful, and they've been largely more successful throughout his whole tenure here in Pittsburgh. So that's going to be something to watch and follow as well, to see how he handles the different cultures, the different locker rooms, the different expectations from a team standpoint. Now, in conclusion, I'll say this, man. I feel that both AB and the Steelers won. AB got the money that he wanted. The Steelers were able to remove one of the distractions from the team. But in the long run, I think the Steelers are still going to be very successful. And I say that because of the talent that they already have on that team. They still have a top 3 offensive line. They have Juju, who's an upcoming star in this league. James Conner, who's proven more than capable out the backfield. Ben Roethlisberger, future Hall of Famer. They still have James Washington, who, you know, we're trying to see how he develops. But they're still going to be able to draft players. They're still going to be able to acquire talent through free agency. So they have a ton of pieces already there, and they are already aligned to be successful right now. Whereas AB, like I said, he's going to have to show that he can be dominant, that he can still win and be successful outside of that Steelers offense, away from Ben Roethlisberger. So it's going to be interesting to follow. But hey, I know you're going to watch it. I'm going to watch it as well. And thanks for tuning in. But until next time, peace.